It was late, just past 11, when the doorbell rang urgently, jolting me from my thoughts. My daughter was already asleep, but the persistent ringing and knocking pulled both of us to the door. Through the window, I caught a glimpse of Kathy, my ex-wife. My heart sank. It had been almost 6 months since she left us, left me for him. Leon, my business partner, my friend. I hesitated, my daughter's hand gripping my arm. "Don't open it, Dad," she whispered, her voice filled with a bitterness that I couldn't blame her for. Kathy hadn't exactly been the picture of a devoted mother since she walked out of our lives, but something about the way Kathy was acting made me think that this wasn't just a casual visit. I reluctantly opened the door. Instead of stepping inside, Kathy stood on the threshold, her face twisted in anger. "You bastard!" she yelled, her voice cracking with fury. "You knew what he was like and you didn't warn me. You're going to pay for this, I swear." For a moment, I stood there, completely dumbfounded. "What are you talking about?" I finally managed to ask. Kathy's eyes were wild and she yanked up her sleeve to reveal a fresh bandage on her arm. This is what Leon did to me. He's been abusing me ever since we moved to Boston, and it's your fault because you never told me what he was really like." I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Leon? Abusive? The same Leon I had worked with for years, who had always been calm and composed. I had never seen him even raise his voice, let alone act violently. "Kathy, I had no idea," I started, but she cut me off. "Don't lie to me. You knew. You just wanted to punish me for leaving you." Her accusations were absurd, but she was too far gone in her rage to listen to reason. "I'm sorry you're going through this, but it's not my fault," I said, trying to stay calm. "You made your choices, and now you have to deal with the consequences." But Kathy wasn't interested in hearing the truth. She kept ranting about how I had hidden Leon's true nature from her, how I had been cruel by not fighting for anything during the divorce, and now I wasn't even willing to help her when she was in trouble. It was infuriating. My daughter, who had been standing silently beside me, finally couldn't take it anymore. "Just leave, Mom," she said coldly, stepping forward. "You have no right to come here and blame Dad for your mistakes." Kathy turned on her, her anger now directed at our daughter. "Stay out of this. You're too young to understand what's going on." But my daughter didn't back down. "I'm not too young to see that you're the one who messed up," she shot back. "You left us, remember? You chose him over us. And now you want to come back and act like the victim? No way. You failed as a wife, and you failed as a mother. You don't get to stand here and act like we owe you anything." I was stunned. My little girl had grown up so much in these last few months, and I couldn't have been prouder. Kathy, on the other hand, was speechless. She had no idea how to respond to our daughter's words, and for a moment, she just stood there, her mouth opening and closing, as if she was trying to find something to say. But my daughter wasn't done. "You made your choice, Mom. Now you have to live with it. We're not your family anymore." With that, she slammed the door in Kathy's face and stormed off to her room. I could hear Kathy sobbing outside, but I didn't have the strength or the will to comfort her. She had made her bed, and now she had to lie in it. The next few days were quiet. I threw myself into my work, trying not to think about what had happened. My daughter seemed to be doing fine too, though I knew she was still hurt by her mother's betrayal. But then, 3 days later, Kathy showed up again, this time with a lawyer. She was demanding full custody of our daughter. I could barely contain my anger as she stood there, smug and self-righteous. "After what she said to me, there's no way I'm letting her stay with you," Kathy declared, her voice dripping with contempt. My daughter wasn't home at the time, thank God. She was out with friends, blissfully unaware of the storm brewing in our living room. I hadn't told her about Kathy's visit yet. I didn't want to upset her, but now it seemed like I had no choice. Kathy went on about how she hadn't tried to keep in touch with our daughter after the divorce because she didn't want to disrupt our lives any more than she already had. "I was trying to do the right thing," she insisted, as if she actually believed it. "The right thing?" I spat, unable to keep my emotions in check. "You cheated on me, abandoned our daughter, and now you're here trying to take her away? You've got some nerve, Kathy." "This is your fault," she snapped back. "If you had just warned me about Leon, none of this would have happened." I couldn't listen to any more of her nonsense. "Get out," I said quietly but firmly. "You're not taking her from me. I'll fight you in court if I have to." She seemed taken aback by the intensity in my voice, but I didn't care. Kathy had made her choice long ago, and now she was paying the price for it. There was no way I was going to let her drag our daughter into her mess. Kathy left, but not without one last threat. "This isn't over," she hissed as she walked out the door. "I'll see you in court." As I watched her go, I felt a mixture of relief and dread. I knew the battle wasn't over, but I also knew that I wasn't alone. My daughter and I had each other, and that was all that mattered. Kathy had made her bed, and now she would have to lie in it, alone. It's been about 6 months since the last time Kathy and Leon reached out, and honestly, life has been much calmer since then. I've had the chance to really focus on myself and my daughter, and it's been a relief not to have their drama looming over us. My daughter is doing well, better than I expected actually. She's been thriving in school, and we've had some really good conversations about everything that's happened. I can see her maturing, and it's clear she's putting a lot of thought into how she wants her future to look, free from the chaos her mother brought into our lives. A couple of weeks ago, Kathy sent a letter, an actual handwritten letter, not an email or a text. I wasn't sure what to expect when I opened it, but it was surprisingly straightforward. She admitted that she had been wrong in a lot of ways and that she was struggling to accept the life she had chosen. She apologized for how everything had turned out, though I'm not sure how sincere it was. What struck me most was that she didn't ask for anything. No requests to see our daughter, no demands, just an acknowledgement of the past and a vague hope for a better future. I haven't shown the letter to my daughter yet. I'm still debating whether I should. On one hand, it's a small step toward healing, but on the other hand, I don't want to open old wounds. My daughter has been doing so well, and I'm wary of disrupting that. I think I'll wait until she's older, more settled, and maybe more ready to process whatever emotions this might stir up. As for Leon, I haven't heard from him at all since that day on the porch. From what I've gathered, they're still together, but I don't think it's going well. A mutual friend mentioned that Leon has been having a tough time adjusting to his new life in Boston. I can't say I'm surprised. It's ironic, really. They both gave up so much for each other, but it doesn't seem like either of them is any happier. Meanwhile, I've been getting back to things I love. I've started painting again, something I hadn't done in years. It's been a great way to clear my mind and focus on something positive. My daughter even joined me a few times, and it's become a nice bonding activity for us. We've also been planning a trip, just the two of us, somewhere far away from all the memories and drama, a fresh start, even if it's just for a week. Reflecting on everything, I'm grateful for where I am now. The pain of the past is still there, but it's more like a distant echo than a constant presence. I know that Kathy might reach out again someday, and if she does, I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. But for now, I'm just focusing on living well, being a good father, and making sure my daughter knows she's loved and supported. That's all that matters to me. I've realized that the best revenge isn't just living well, it's finding peace within yourself and letting go of the need to look back. And that's exactly what I'm doing. Dear friends, if you're enjoying these stories, please give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more juicy relationship tales. Thanks for your support.